Holy crap. We got more than just a spring. What's going on, YouTubes? What's going on, subscribers? Welcome back to Simpson Built. As you've seen in that previous clip before the intro, we got a blow-off valve. And yes, we got more than just a spring. So as you can see here, we got our O-ring, got our V-band clamp, got our V-band piece to weld onto the intercooler piping for the blow-off valve to mount to. We have a second spring. Still got the first one. Like I said, they told me there's no point in sending this one back. They said it'd be pointless and told me to keep it. So I was like, okay. So now we got 2 springs. I think it was like a 35 PSI spring, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what this said it was, and they sent me the same thing. So yes, so that is a 35 PSI spring. And then we got our nice blow-off valve. They always say don't cheap out on blow-off valve and wastegate, and then you should be good. Everything else, people make power off of cheap turbos. We got a decent turbo. It's not a big name brand, but it will work. I know a lot of people that's made power off of those, and we should hit our goal with it. So with this set to the side, we also, from Tri-State Motorsports, got some more stickers. I've already unboxed all this stuff before I went to work yesterday. I'm now off work. I contacted them yesterday before I went to work and just wanted to check up on my fuel rail that I got. Now, originally, I got the anodized purple, and I'm kind of glad that I called and they said that the purple one has been out of stock for a while and they're waiting to get more in. And they said it would be a little while and asked if I wanted a different color. And they just gave me the list of colors that they had in stock. And reason why I say I'm glad is I didn't think nothing about it. I didn't want to go too overload with the purple. But I realized that my dress-up hardware and stuff right here for the fuel rail is purple, and I think it would just be too much and it would clash. So, as you can tell, I went with the standard black. Now, I think the black's going to look so much better. Have the purple right here popping. They sent this hardware, which we're not going to use. We're going to use the Downstar hardware that's already hand screwed in to the intake. So we got this guy in. We got our fitting, which is a -6. It's already got the O-ring on it. And then they provided another O-ring in here. And then we also got this block-off plate, which we are not going to be using for this side due to the fact that I'm pretty sure that's for B-Series. Possibly, maybe if you wanted to do a different route with the other side, but we're going to use it. So we're going to get another. Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. I've already ordered it. It's on the way. Got another one of these guys. I think I paid like $7 for it. Already comes with the O-ring, ready for the fuel rail, and it's another -6 because if you all already know, we're doing a -6 feed and a -6 return. So now I got an overload of parts that I ordered. I got injectors, I got fuel lines that are E85 compatible with a bunch of -6 AN fittings, female and males. And it's just, I went crazy. I went ahead and started ordering all this stuff. And now I completed my fuel system. So those of you that are true to this build, you already know that we got this list over here with stuff, and we can go ahead and start marking the stuff off that we ordered. And since you guys are the supporters and stuff, and you're in on this build just as much as I am, we're gonna mark this out together. So, fuel pressure regulator ordered. Fuel pressure regulator is ordered. Say that 5 times real fast. Bet you can't. Let's see. And honestly, I think that was it because I already marked a couple stuff off. No, I lied. So, fuel lines for the sail, fuel line kit for the bay, boom, and yeah. So that leaves it with the small stuff now. Just need a radiator, front and rear axles, dry shaft, wastegate, intercooler piping, which have to be fabbed up from scratch. Roll cage is still on the list. Staging e-brake, that'll come in whenever we do the Hush brake line kit. I'm not going to go with the 100% full tuck, but he does have a nice kit that comes. Whoa. So it does have a nice proportional valve that'll be right here, and it'll come right in with the stage and brake for the handle and stuff. It'll all go in, then come straight back, and it'll wire off and then go to each wheel. So we're going to do that kit. Pads and rotors all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. Got to get some rear calipers because we still have no rear calipers or the brackets. Rear brake lines, that'll come into play whenever we do the brake line kit. And then still got to get the S1 built rear strut forks to clear the axles for the rear. So we still got a few things on the list. Not too much. I do have a new master cylinder. This one is still good. It's just dirty. So that's why I put that I needed a new one. And honestly, it works perfect. It worked whenever it was on the car, and the original dual point engine was in it, and it worked just fine. So I think I'm just going to soak it down with some degreaser and then clean it up, make it fresh again. And my finger is in the screen, all up in your face. I apologize, not really. So yeah, aside to all this stuff that I've already opened, I left for work, did not think nothing about checking the mailbox, and this guy came in. It's kind of a big piece. It's more so of a small piece. It's just very important to me because this, like I told you all when we done this up pipe and stuff, this is going to help me out with my clearance on knowing how much room I'm going to have for my booster, or not for my booster, for my clutch mat, or for my brake master cylinder. And just by looking, I know we're going to have plenty enough room now that I've already done everything. But like I said, I went ahead and ordered this guy. So if you watched the last video, then you know what we ordered. Alright, man. I'll be right back. You would be surprised what 2 hands can do. If you know what I mean. Nah, I'm just playing with y'all. 2 hands is able to open this up because you know your boy ain't got no cameraman. But here we go. Beautiful Hush Performance booster delete plate with hardware as well. So we got this in. Now we can run absolutely no booster. It's just gonna be nice. Be able to get everything started going back up. Now, after I get this fuel system done, then we'll work on the brake lines and stuff like that, and those small things to actually make the car move to where it's drivable. But right now, I'm focused on getting the car running. And once we get it running, we'll work out our bugs, stuff like that, and then we'll focus on drivability. Now, for those of you that are probably low-key roasting me right now, yes, I am working on the man bun. That's the whole point of that whole haircut that I've been working on. And I'm just trying to grow this top part out. I'm trying to get this man bun going, dog. Think I can rock it? Yeah, I can rock it. Probably not, but we're gonna flow with it. Alright, so fast forward a couple of days. We got a couple more things in that came in the mail as of today. It's Saturday. So my goal is to get this video done and get it out to you all either tonight or it'll be sometime tomorrow on Sunday. Go ahead and show you a couple things we got. So, another YouTuber, he's a gunner as well. I went and showed him some love, so I had to support him. Bought a hat, bought a nice Gildan shirt, and also he's got a sticker out with this car. Go check his channel out, OEM Works. Pretty much to sum up his build, I'll let you go check it out and get all the details and stuff with his uploads and everything. Straightforward guy. You got great content. It's a full OEM style look on the car. The car is completely cut, or not cut, it's completely gutted, Kirky seat, K24 on nitrous, and he's pretty much going with the whole OEM sleeper look, which explains OEM Works. So that's his YouTube. Go check it out. Go give him a subscribe. Go show him some love. Big shout out to him. Appreciate you for the merch. And we'll go ahead and get this sticker slapped on our build and go ahead and support another YouTuber. So the other thing that we got in the mail as of today is some injectors. So now these are Bosch 2200cc injectors. So these should be good to make the power that we're wanting to make. Come with some new O-rings. They're all wrapped up. Some jumpers, which we are not using these. I do have a buddy here local that has Bosch injectors and have these jumpers, and he was having like shortage issues out of them. So I want to set these to the side. If anybody needs them, $20 and I'll ship them to you. These are for Bosch, OB2 style. We are not going to be using them. I ordered some adapters that are literally like this, but without the wiring. So it's literally a one-piece adapter, probably a little bit longer than this. Like I said, my buddy had issues with these, and he showed me or sent me the link of what he ordered, so I went ahead and ordered mine. These, honestly, might not have any issues out of them. I don't want to take my chances on the build. So if anybody wants them, brand new, $20, they're yours. Got some little hats for the injectors. So yeah, our 2200cc Bosch injectors are here. I did check up on the fuel pumps. I looked at it wrong. I thought they were supposed to be here yesterday. Speaking that, it was Friday. Today's, like I said, Saturday. They were supposed to be here yesterday. Then I was thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe they'll be here today. Well, come to find out, I looked at it wrong, and they're not going to be here at all this weekend. So I went ahead and went back onto the ad, looked, and the estimated arrival date is Friday, August 7th. So it'll be this coming Friday. So that's when my fuel pumps will be here. Ordered, like I said, a bunch of other stuff. I got a rib nut insert tool. That way we can drill a hole underneath of the car. Put the nut insert in. That way we have a mounting spot for the bracket to hold the two fuel pumps up. And got a couple other stuff that I actually need that for, so I finally went ahead and bought me one. Another issue we ran into on the car is I was testing out the fuel rail, just hand tighten the bolts, to get an idea of what it's going to look like since we went with the black, and as you've seen, it looks killer. But here's the issue. So the driver's side bolt tightened up perfectly, hand tight. Passenger side, on the other hand, not so tight. It probably tightened maybe 3 threads, and that was it. Like, I couldn't hand tighten it. I put the Allen head on it and a ratchet and kind of like give it a little snug, and it was too tight for my comfort, so I backed it back out. So I looked down in there with a light, and the threads they're pretty rough. And the 2 years that I've had this intake, I've never had a single bolt in there. I did get it off of a friend of mine. I'm not knocking him and throwing any shade towards him, but he said he doesn't remember having any issues. But I mean, like I said, I clearly haven't had anything bolted up to it because it's just now getting put on the car. And so my same buddy, he loaned me his tap and die set. So if anybody knows how skeptical it is tapping like really, really soft material like that, then you know what I'm about to go through. So fingers crossed we can make this work. And if not, then it looks like your boy's pulling this RBC manifold off, and I'm gonna be spending wastegate money on a Skunk 2 Ultra Series. Really don't want to go that route, like I said, because the RBC is fine, it'll flow perfect. Rather use that money on the wastegate and be done. But we're gonna go ahead and try to tap this and see if we can make it work. So I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm not talking about this section right here. I'm talking about actually inside there. May not be able to see it. Anyways, it's all boogered up inside there. I don't know where my light's at. But anyways, we got the tap. So we're going to try to get in there and go as slow as possible. Try to clean the threads up and make this work. What, fool? Huh? Looking for Fry?
Yeah.
It's right there in your chair. Dingleberry.
Ding.
There he is.
Ding.
Huh?
Ding.
Your drink?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go get you a drink. Alright, so it seems like it's always one issue after another. We ended up opening up all the injectors, the pack for the O-rings, for the top hats, up at the top. So after opening all that up, I realized that in the package there was only 3 O-rings. So I'm missing one that was never in the package. So I got upset and just said, screw it, put the camera down, went inside and ate. So now I'm back outside. I got 3 of the 4 injectors installed, and I'm just going to go ahead and set these in here just to give myself an idea if this tap is going to work. Hopefully it does. That'd be nice. So I wanted to do it with the injectors in the rail to see if it's actually going to snug everything and pull it all down. So I'm going to go ahead and get these installed. You want to be very gentle. All right. What? Playing with weed or string?
Yeah.
All right. Don't have too much fun. Well, yeah, good news and I got bad news. Good news is the bolt felt like it went through pretty well. Bad news is it's still got a wobble to it. So I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of washer or some kind of spacer to put right here to help close that up. It's not just this side that was on the bad side. This is tightened all the way down as well. And no bueno. So we're probably going to maybe get a couple. What in the world? Look, y'all wouldn't believe what trust they just sent me. Check this out. We got us a 2-foot crackhead. Straight out of the box. Alright, so here's what we're going to be using for our spacers on the fuel rail. These are some very old, I honestly can't even remember the company. Some old dress-up washers. They had the little Allen head bolts. These were like probably 5 years ago. I ran these on the car, and surprisingly, I still got a bunch of them. But I mean, they're all rutting there. So I'm gonna get this step bit, make the hole bigger, and feel like that thickness be exactly what we're needing to compensate for the little bit of play we got there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger, and should be perfect size for the bolt to go through. As you can see, there's a little before and after. Just made the hole a bit bigger, big enough for the bolt to run through. So we're gonna go ahead and see if it works. And just like that, it took care of it. So this thing's now sturdy. It's good to go. Just gotta get my O-ring set. I want to get a universal O-ring kit from AutoZone, and we'll be able to get our last O-ring for this top hat. So I tried using one off of a B series injector off the top side, but it's not thick enough. When I put it on there, it wasn't showing much of an O-ring. So I'm just gonna go to AutoZone and get a kit that's got different size O-rings, and I'll have them for the future. So if y'all don't care, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Another thing we had issues with, but we're still making it work. I feel like now that I'm starting to finish this build up, things are not going as smooth as they were when we first started this build. Everything's been going pretty great, and now we're literally about 90% done with the build, and starting to have some issues. Some things that get ordered and don't get what we need. For instance, the blow off valve just got a spring. Thought it was just one little hiccup. Now I ordered some O-rings. I'm gonna get 3 top hat O-rings. It's gonna keep grinding, guys. We ain't stopping. So yeah, go ahead and give this video the thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay on top of our next videos. Got some stuff that'll be coming in next week, so don't miss out on it. We'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.